Well, now to New York City, where former President Donald Trump is preparing for his arraignment for alleged hush money payments made to an adult film star ahead of his time as president.
Well, security is tight across New York City right now as former President Donald Trump prepares for his arraignment. Jay Dow joins us live now from New York tonight. Jay, I've been watching your reports all afternoon. I feel like you've done 20 live shots just on what's going on there. I've got a bit of breaking news that we're learning right now. Can you confirm that cameras will not be allowed in the courtroom? Have you heard anything about this tonight?
Well, Brian and Alicia, good evening to you, and that's absolutely correct. A judge tonight ruling and putting out an order that there will be no TV cameras or still cameras that are allowed to record or take pictures during the arraignment. That judge said that still photographers will be allowed to snap a few photos before the proceeding begins, but then everything stops from there. And the judge in the case obviously acknowledging the significance of this, but saying that still he's ruling that there is not going to be any TV cameras in the courtroom. We also do not know the specific details about the charges because the indictment is under sealed. We will know a lot more tomorrow when Mr. Trump appears before the judge at Manhattan Criminal Court. Former President Donald Trump boarded a plane from Florida Monday, headed for New York City. He'll spend the night at Trump Tower in Midtown Manhattan before heading to Manhattan Criminal Court Tuesday for his historic arraignment in front of a criminal judge. Among Mr. Trump's supporters, consistent messaging in characterizing this case as politically motivated. Gavin Wax, president of the New York Young Republican Club.
We're trying to bring attention to what we view as a massive overstep and overreach of District Attorney Alvin Bragg's prosecutorial powers.
But Democrats say Mr. Trump's indictment on some 30 criminal counts amounts to a long overdue reckoning of his disregard for the law. New York State Democratic Chairman Jay Jacobs.
I think that he's, spent a lifetime of trying to skirt the law and avoid the law. And I don't know whether he's guilty or he's innocent in this matter. That a jury will decide.
The criminal case centers on a $130,000 payment, alleged hush money, made before Mr. Trump's 2016 election to former adult film star Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors allege that payment amounted to an illegal campaign contribution aimed at securing Daniels' silence about her alleged affair with Mr. Trump as he was running for president. Mr. Trump denies both the affairs and that there was anything wrong with reimbursing his former attorney, Michael Cohen, for making the payment to Daniels. For his part, Mr. Trump continues to post frequent updates to his followers on his Truth Social account, including one that reads, quote, "Witch hunt as our once great country is going to hell." Back on Manhattan's Fifth Avenue, the chaotic scene in front of Trump Tower expected to be just a preview of what's to come. New York City Mayor Eric Adams with a warning to all demonstrators.
New York City is our home, not a playground for your misplaced anger.
And following the arraignment, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg has scheduled a news conference to take place tomorrow afternoon. That will be followed by Mr. Trump's own news conference scheduled to take place tomorrow evening in Florida. Back to you.
Jay, while we have you, I heard you say in one of your earlier live shots that it seems like there's more media out there than there were actually protests. You've been out there all afternoon covering this story. Does anything stand out to you?
Well, all of the crews that were here this afternoon, a majority of them have broken down for the night, and I would imagine that many of them are pivoting to set up downtown in front of Manhattan Criminal Court. What we saw today, again, just a preview. I think it's going to be a much larger scene, a much stronger media presence, definitely a stronger police presence, especially with that pro-Trump demonstration that's scheduled to take place across the street in a park from the courthouse.
Jay Dow, we appreciate you keeping us updated all afternoon, all evening. We appreciate your report, and thank you so much. Live from New York City tonight. Thank you again for your time. In Queen City News, we'll continue to stay on top of the latest surrounding Trump's indictment on our website as well, from lawmaker reaction to new details on the investigation. You can find it all online at QCnews.com, and also you can find it on the go on our QC News app.